Hello, everyone. Uh, Comfort is a trap wearing silk pajamas. So, soft life, easy money, wishes granted without effort, and you want it so badly you can taste it, can't you? That fantasy where struggle ends, where hustle becomes optional, where abundance arrives without the brutal exchange of time for money, energy for survival, self for paycheck. Mm. But let's examine what you're actually wishing for. Strip away the aesthetic, the champagne flutes and leisure mornings, and financial freedom porn that floods your feed. What remains? Passivity, dependence, the death of the part of you that grows through resistance. And maybe that sounds harsh. Maybe you're already defending your desire for ease, telling yourself you've earned it, you've struggled enough, you deserve softness after all the hard. Sure, deserve it, want it, fantasize about it. Just don't confuse fantasy with goal. Don't mistake consumption of soft life content with creation of soft life reality. Don't pretend wishing equals working toward, because wishing is entertainment, working is transformation. And one of these builds what you claim you want, while the other just keeps you wishing. Neck hurts from looking up at lives I'll never live, never work again. Sounds like freedom, doesn't it? Sounds like arrival. Like you finally made it, finally escaped the grind, finally achieved what everyone's supposedly chasing. But zoom out, imagine it actually happening. Tomorrow, wealth arrives. Work becomes unnecessary. Your days stretch open with no structure, no obligation, no reason to get up except wanting to. How long before that becomes its own prison? How long before purposelessness feels worse than exhaustion? How long before you're searching for meaning because turns out meaning doesn't arrive with money? Turns out we need to be needed, need to contribute, need to feel like our existence generates value beyond our own comfort. And I'm not romanticizing struggle, not saying suffering builds character or poverty is noble. Just noticing that never working again might sound like paradise when you're burnt out, but paradise has a way of becoming mundane when you're actually living in it day after day with nothing driving you, nothing demanding from you, nothing pulling purpose out of you except your own will to create it, which, let's be honest, gets slippery when there's no external structure forcing it. Stomach churning like it's trying to reject something I haven't even swallowed yet. Soft life, that phrase, that branding, that commodification of ease that makes it seem like the goal, the destination, the ultimate achievement is comfort, effortlessness. Days that blend together in pleasant but unmemorable succession. And who decided that's the peak? Who determined that softness equals success? Who convinced you that the hardness of life, the edges, the friction, the resistance, that all of that is something to escape rather than something that shapes you, challenges you, reveals what you're capable of? Maybe nobody decided. Maybe it's just reaction, pendulum swing. World's too hard, too demanding, too exhausting. So naturally, the dream becomes its opposite, soft, easy, effortless. But opposites aren't solutions, they're just different problems, trading one extreme for another without examining whether either extreme is actually where you want to live. What if the goal isn't softness? What if it's not hardness either? What if it's something more interesting, more complex, more sustainable? What if the goal is agency? Choosing when to be soft, when to be hard, when to rest, when to push, having enough resources and internal stability that you can flex between states instead of being trapped in any single one. But that's less marketable, less aesthetic, harder to package as content. So instead, we get soft life, we get never work again, we get your wish comes true as if wishing is fantasizing about it. And maybe that's not you. Maybe you're or easing, building or maintaining, and waiting for some future state where everything's different, where wishes come true, where work becomes unnecessary. That's not living. That's postponing. That's putting life on hold until conditions match your fantasy. But conditions won't match. They never do. And by the time you've built enough to never work again, you might discover you don't want to not work. You might discover you need work, need purpose, need the structure and meaning and contribution that work, when it's aligned, provides. And then what? Then you've spent years wishing for something that, when you finally achieve it, doesn't satisfy you, doesn't fill you, doesn't make you happy, which is maybe the real message. Happiness isn't destination. It's not arrival. It's not achieving soft life or never working again or having wishes come true. It's process. It's daily choices. It's how you relate to what is instead of how desperately you wish for what isn't. And you can practice that now, before wealth, before ease, before soft life arrives. You can choose to find meaning in current work. You can create pockets of ease in current life. You can grant yourself small wishes today instead of waiting for cosmic wish granting later. Or you can keep waiting, keep wishing, keep consuming content that promises soft life is just around the corner if you just believe hard enough, want badly enough, wish specifically enough. Both are choices, neither is wrong, but only one is empowering. Only one puts you in control. Only one builds what you claim you want instead of just hoping it arrives. Which sounds more like the life you actually want to live? Body feels stiller now, more grounded, less caught in fantasy. Truth isn't found in others' stories. It's discovered in your own silence. No predictions, just presence. Stay curious, stay awake.